This week on The Watchman, the people of Israel have returned to their ancestral homeland from every corner of the earth. See how one legendary marketplace in Jerusalem is where they all come together.
It's like ancient times when market was a place that everyone came and felt connected. If someone wanted to shout something, came to the market. So this is the best place to be now.
Plus, the Duck Dynasty team visits Israel and walks in the footsteps of Jesus.
When you come here, that's really what it's all about. You're now in a place where you know this is what happened in history and from the Bible.
It's The Watchman. It's Christians United for Israel only on TBN.
Well, Shuki, it is great to be back with you, my friend.
Great to be here again with you.
Oh, man. Machane Yehuda, the legendary shuk here in Jerusalem. Now, Shuki, I think it was about, 2 years ago that we were last here with you.
Yeah.
We loved it so much, we had to come back. Number one, it's Shabbat, which means this place is crazy.
Yeah, this is the
Shabbat.
busiest day for sure, but maybe it's a good day to show what's so special in this market.
Yeah.
And few hours before Shabbat, it's going to be bam. This is the heart of Jerusalem.
Yeah.
Okay, with all the respect to the old city, I have a lot of respect to the old city, but this is my job, okay? I'm a tour guide, so I take tours to the old city. But many of my friends, they don't really hang out in the old city. Here, you can find everyone, really, you're going to see today Arabs coming from the old city. Even though it's much cheaper over there, the better quality is here. The variety is here, so they're coming here. You can see Christians and Jews. So this became the heart of the city again, and today it's a very good day to see it.
Yeah.
And today I'm planning for you other places that I didn't show you last time.
Okay.
They're telling the story of the market, okay? And I'm gonna make it a surprise for you later, okay?
Shuki, I've been dreaming of this place for 2 years. The food, 2 years ago, I'm still recovering. It was so incredible here at the shuk. And as you mentioned, this is really a cross-section of Israeli society. Everyone is here, young, old, Jew, Arab, Christian, everyone comes here to the shuk.
That's why the politicians, before the election, so the parliament, you will meet every one of them. They're pushing each other, elbowing each other to kiss babies.
Right
you know,
here.
Bibi Netanyahu himself, our prime minister,
Yeah.
he entered to the closed market. I'm going to show you over there how narrow over there.
If you want to speak directly to the people,
It had to be here.
this is where you go.
And
This is the
then
heartbeat.
It's like the ancient times. You know, in ancient times, our forefathers said that every Shabbat, when Shabbat started, they used to blow in horns, okay, in trumpets.
Yeah.
5 times, okay? The first time was for the people outside in the fields. The second time was for the people in the market. When market was a place that everyone came and felt connected. If someone wanted to shout something, came to the market. So this is the best place to be now, especially with you, Eric.
Yeah.
So I have also other plans for food, interesting food, new things that started now.
My mouth is watering. I'm ready, Shuki. You're going to tell us more about the history, my friend. And these are exciting times, man. This is, look, the embassy is moving right here to Jerusalem, the U.S. Embassy. Jerusalem has been recognized as the capital of Israel.
And thank
We
God.
knew it all along, but now it's official.
Yeah, and we broke all record now in tourism. So many people
You're a
coming.
busy guy.
Yeah, thank
Tourism
God,
records.
thank God. And so many people now can see what's so beautiful in this country, in this specific city. Okay.
Special place.
Now people waiting 2 hours to be in the tomb of Jesus. Queue of 2 hours. Who imagine, okay? 100,000 people will come next week to the Ramadan, okay? Under the Jews, so many people can see the, again, freedom of religion like we can see here. And you can see it here because, much more by the way, because there's no holy sites here.
That's right. It's also, here it's more freedom of my appetite, and I'm going to let it run wild. So Shuki, lead the way. Let's get started, man. Let's go.
enjoy.
Okay.
So So now I want to show you two places that I think tell the story of the market.
Okay.
Again, this is unique market.
Yeah,
There's
a little bit of everything here.
There's beautiful market out there, I'm sure, but this is unique, and I want to tell the story now. And there's two shops. I want to introduce my friend here, Yosef.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Yosef.
Shalom.
Erick.
Yosef, nice to meet you. Thanks for having us.
This is the story of the market. Yosef is Iranian. He came 15 years ago from Iran. He served in the Iranian army. Anyway, this is the story of this market. Is so many nations, okay, so many Jews came from so many countries, so many nations.
Jews from all over the world came back here to their ancestral homeland.
Their Pharisee table. We took something from there. We saw some influences, and you can see it every shop here. So many representative, okay,
Look at all
of
these
the world.
spices.
So Yosef, for example, is still importing special things from Iran. If you want to see, I can show you things coming still today, okay, from Iran. I can't tell you how they're coming from Iran, but you saw recently that we can bring things, okay?
Yes, we can, yeah.
Maybe Yosef help here.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's few interesting spices.
Okay.
You can say...
you can't cook without the spices.
Yeah. And also grandma medicine. If you remember the Yemenite medicine man last time.
The good doctor,
so everyone had their own grandma medicine.
Okay, so there's special Persian medicine here too, from Iran.
I want to bring something for you.
Okay.
Anyway, this,
right,
for example.
I see fish grill, Tuscany, paprika.
Yeah. But this is
Shawarma, my favorite for shawarma. That's my favorite.
But this is the Pharisee table, okay? Anyway, this nut, for example, I'm sure most of the audience didn't saw this nut.
That's a nut?
Yeah, this is a nut.
Looks like a stone.
It's called korse kamar in Farsi.
Okay.
It means ball for the back, okay? They open it like a chestnut with a scratch on a fire, take the white part from inside, and they grind it with olive oil. They rub it later on your back.
On your back.
Give you good muscle on your back, good for ladies after a epidural.
Wow.
People eat the inside against pain. We have flowers, okay?
Okay.
They drink it as a tea against depression, again against fever. You know, people coming, first see people like Yosef here, coming in these years, they need someone who can speak the same language.
Yes.
Okay, can have...
So these are Persian home remedies.
Yeah. But what's amazing here, that you're going to see a next shop next to us, it's the Ethiopian. Okay. Ethiopian Jews came, you can say, last in the 80s and the 90s. Okay, they still need their special spices.
Yeah.
You understand it. The elders that came from there.
Right.
The kids now they're eating hamburger like all of our kids. Okay,
Yeah.
but the elders they still need their cooking methods.
Sure.
I can promise you now here, in 10 years from now, there won't be any Ethiopian shops anymore. The Ethiopian spices now you can find only there. It will be here in Yazdi. Like the Yazdi can show you now Hawaii, Yemenite. This is so beautiful. We're coming from all over and we mixing.
Yeah.
Okay, bring me more color, bring me more food.
Right.
So that's what's so special in this market. You can see the ethnic thing still today.
You can. And the Jewish people were in Persia, were in modern day Iran, what, 2,500 years ago?
Yeah.
At least.
Some of them.
Think back to Esther and Mordecai from the Bible. Now, Yosef, you're from Iran originally. How does it feel to live now in the land of your forefathers, the land of Israel?
איך זה לגור, לחזור לארץ אבותיך אחרי כל כך הרבה שנים?
זה כל אחד אוהב לחזור למקום שנולד, בטוח. אני אוהב את ישראל ברוך השם, אבל חלום שלי לחזור לראות את איראן, להיות איתם עם שלום. יש לנו שם הרבה שורשים.
He said that, of course, he loves Israel and he came here, but he also want to come back to Iran because there's so many roots over there. So many generations spent in Iran.
Thousands of
He
years.
said we want to make it a peace. We want to come back.
Yosef, Toda Rabbah. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yes, and Shabbat Shalom. And thank you for showing us not only your incredible spices from Persia and around the world, but the home remedies. If you have back problems, you can find it all right here in Yosef's shop. And now we're going to go to your next door neighbor for some Ethiopian flavor.
Up next, more from Jerusalem's legendary Machane Yehuda Market, a taste of Ethiopia. That's right after the break. Stick around.
This year, 25 countries were represented at the 2018 Kulfi Washington, D.C. Summit, the most ever in our 13-year history. They came and joined over 5,000 others in our nation's capital as we continue to stand in solidarity with Israel and the Jewish people. They celebrated and rejoiced at the annual Night to Honor Israel. At 4.3 million members, Kulfi is the largest, most diverse pro-Israel organization in the nation. For Zion's sake, we will not keep silent. And for Jerusalem's sake, we will not be quiet. From near and far, we are one. From all over the world, we are united. We are Kulfi.
Now this was a taste of Iran, a taste of Persia. We have something much different next door, right?
Much different, and this is the evidence for the ethnic thing in the market.
The diversity of Israel, of Jerusalem, of the
Ethiopian Jews. They came, thank God, only now they came last, you can say.
Yeah.
And you can still they need their special spices. So that's why there's Ethiopian language here.
Iran and right next door, Ethiopia. Only in Jerusalem, only in Israel.
And you see the different cooking methods.
Yeah.
Okay. Everything is here. Avram.
Avram, shalom.
Shalom וברכה.
Thanks for having us.
מעניינים.
I'm going to show you a few special spices that he's importing still today from Ethiopia.
From Ethiopia?
Yeah.
From where you're from. How long have you been here in Israel?
15 years.
Okay, but you were born in Ethiopia. Born in Ethiopia, came here to the land of your forefathers, to the land of Israel. Amazing. But you still have a taste of Ethiopia here. Tell us a little bit about some of these special spices that you have.
יש לי, קודם כל, יש לי חיל אתיופי, שאני מאוד ממליץ.
Ethiopian cardamom.
ויש את הברברה, שזה תערובת של תבלינים. זה כולל 18 תבלינים בתוכו. מתאים לבשר, לקטניות, חבל לך על הזמן.
It's one spice including 18 different spices. It's a mixture of spices. Ras al Hanout, Ethiopia.
In one spice? Wow. So that's an Ethiopian specialty.
But it's a small hot. It's harif.
Okay.
It's spicy. It's very spicy, hot.
It's hot.
Will people use that in their Shabbat cooking today, that spice? Yeah. So can we take a look? Yeah. Okay. So this is it?
זה ברברה.
Okay.
It's called berbere.
Wow.
It's very hot.
It's very hot.
You want to taste?
You gonna try? Should I taste it?
Careful.
How hot is it? Very hot?
Yeah.
Now I feel the pressure. I have to taste it. Okay. I'll taste just a little bit. Just a little bit.
You want to try the injera?
Injera.
Injera is the bread, the special Ethiopian bread.
It's hot.
תגיד לו, אוכלים את זה באיזה.
But not bad. Pretty good. I'll try the bread. Yeah. That sounds great. That is hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
Iranian Jews, Moroccan Jews, Ethiopian Jews, Russian Jews, all here in Israel with their unique...
Every island around the world, they found at least 2 synagogues. We spread it all over, okay?
Everywhere.
And thank God we're witnessing the return
Yes.
of all of those
The
communities.
Jewish people were scattered to the ends of
זה
the earth.
האינג'רה.
Now
אוכלים
return.
אותו עכשיו, אתה שם קצת בקטנה.
Okay.
This is the injera,
Okay.
a little bit of it.
All right. Just take off a piece. Okay. Kind of looks like a pancake a little bit. Okay. Put a little in there. Okay. Delicious. The spice with the bread, excellent.
Still spicy.
Still spicy, but good. The bread's tov. Very good.
זה הלחם הכי בריא בעולם, תגיד לו, זה קמח בלי גלוטן.
This is the best bread there is. It's made from teff. Teff, it's
take
a
another
grain. It's a grain, gluten-free.
Gluten-free, that's a trend now. This is Ethiopian bread?
It's named injera. Say injera.
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 Injera, okay. Wow, very good. And you said there's 18 different spices inside that one spice.
בוא נערף לו כמה תבלינים אלה ממה שיש וזה.
And you import that, they import that from Ethiopia. So the store next door, Shuki, is importing things from Iran, here from Ethiopia. Amazing. Amazing what's happening right here in Machane Yehuda, the Shuk.
A junction of all.
This is the meeting point. All of Israel. This is really the heartbeat of the land of Israel and the Jewish people. Right here in the Shuk.
זה כמו הל שחור. עכשיו,
Black cardamom.
Black cardamom.
כן, אבל זה לא לקפה, זה רק לבישול.
Only for cooking.
זה התרמיל שלו.
Only for cooking.
Not coffee. You don't grind it. This is the shell.
Okay.
זה התבלינים, תטעם אותו.
Okay, I can take it, okay. Is this hot? Should I prepare myself? No, good, okay. Good, nice. Now, what do you use that
זה
in?
התבלין הכי יקרי. בוא נגיד, אצלנו במטבח, בלי זה, זה לא תבלין.
So this is everything in the kitchen, Ethiopian cuisine.
Okay.
If you don't have it, you don't have a cuisine. You have to have it.
Wow.
And this is the most expensive one.
Oh, wow, okay. So this is a must for Ethiopian cooking in Ethiopia and here in Israel. Wow. Very good. Yeah, very good. So, now do you have anything else to show us? Any other Ethiopian essentials that we should see?
רוצה נראה לו קצת?
Now we're going to show you the special grain.
Okay.
And it's called tef. We have two kinds. You have black and white. You have two dark and...
The gluten-free. Who would have thought Ethiopians? It was always gluten-free though. Okay.
This is the
הדבר
dark.
הכי בריא בעולם.
Okay.
עכשיו, זה הקמח הבהיר, וזה המלא. זה הקמח.
This is the dark and this is the light.
Dark and light. Now, what is this?
This is
Tef.
tef. It's a grain.
Teff. Oh, it's a grain. Okay. Okay.
זה לא, זה כאילו הזרעים, זה לא הקמח.
This is the seeds.
Ah,
They
okay.
grind it to a flour. So we
Okay.
have also the
הכי קטני
flour.
בעולם.
Gotcha.
זה
Okay.
נקרא טף.
Okay. Should I try a little bit? Okay. That's tasty. They're very good. I'll try dark too. Very good. Very good. So, well, toda rabah, my friend. Thank you for this. It's amazing. Ethiopian food. Wow, to get a taste of it here in Israel. That's an amazing thing to see.
But again, as I promised you, in a few years from now, we don't need Avram anymore.
Yeah.
We're going to have Avram, but their spices will be Israelis.
Just Israeli, just known as Israeli, all together. Wow.
Bring us more.
It's and how many Ethiopians, a good amount of Ethiopians live here in Israel now. 1980s, 1990s, a lot of Ethiopians came here to Israel.
Yeah. We have now, I think, 200,000. Came 80,000, now they became 200,000.
And the legend of Ethiopia, the Ethiopian Jews, King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba, and that whole link. Some say the Ark of the Covenant is in Aksum in Ethiopia, who knows? But amazing history of the Ethiopian Jews. And now you're here in the land of your forefathers doing great things here at the Shuk. Avram, toda rabah. Thank you very much, my friend. Shabbat shalom. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye. It was great. Okay. Iran, Ethiopia. Now what?
Let's go to eat.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Now be sure to tune in next week for the conclusion of our series from Machane Yehuda Market. Some great stuff still to come with our good friend Shuki Haidu. But up next, cast members from the hit show Duck Dynasty paid a visit to Israel recently, and the Watchman team was there to get their reaction. Folks, you won't want to miss this. Stick around.
Israel's amazing story of restoration, blessing, and divine protection during the last 70 years is proof that God's covenant with the Jewish people and the land of Israel is unbreakable. In 1948, God fulfilled His promise to restore the land of Israel to the Jewish people. For 70 years, Israel has shocked the world as it has survived endless wars and terror attacks and yet remained hopeful, successful, and compassionate. This year, please join Kulfi in celebrating Israel at 70 and supporting the one and only Jewish state. Christians United for Israel created this Israel at 70 pin to honor the Jewish state's 7 decades of miraculous modern rebirth. Thank you for enabling Kulfi to amplify your voice. Call Christians United for Israel at 210-477-4714 or go to kufi.org/watchman to receive your free Israel at 70 pin.
Welcome back. If you've watched the hit show Duck Dynasty, you know that the Robertson family are strong Christians who are bold about their faith. That's why it was such a thrill for our Kulfi Israel Collective team to take some of the Duck Dynasty cast to Israel recently. They were able to walk in the footsteps of Jesus and see the roots of their faith firsthand. Take a look.
you come here, you look around and you're like, oh, okay. Oh, it's just even the small details that come out. It's just enlightening and sometimes emotional.
Right. I think even just the terrain is so different from what I pictured from reading the scriptures. I thought it was all dusty and sandy and deserty, you know, and so when even David talked about the green pastures in Psalm, I thought he must just be imagining that from somewhere because it can't be over here. And I've always wondered really what the promised land really looked like, but it really is beautiful. It's just beautiful. Yes, even the desert's beautiful, but there's so much foliage and greenery, and just the landscape is gorgeous.
My favorite thing about Israel is just the joy on people's faces, and just everyone here is just so amazing, and the Jewish people are so joyful and receptive, and you can tell they just love life and they love their traditions. Through all of this that's going on and all around the world, the negativity that's wrapped up around Israel, these people are like, you know what, we love Israel and we're just going to live our lives to the fullest every day.
As a Christian, you're standing there at the wall and you're touching it and you're so impacted because you think that like Jesus has probably stood right here and he's probably touched this wall, and you're sitting right next to a Jewish person and they are so impacted by it. It's just unlike anything you've ever experienced because you can't explain that to someone in America. And it's nothing that you can read in a book or like watch on the news. It's like everything that you've ever seen on the news is right there.
I think it's hard not to care about this place as a Christian because this is the one spot on the earth where your whole faith and the entirety of Christianity revolves around this one place. Because this is where Jesus was, and this is where he was died and crucified, and where he resurrected. And so I think this place is hard to ignore. It's hard to ignore that. Because when you acknowledge the fact that Jesus was a real man that came, you have to acknowledge that he came here. And so this place holds so much value simply because of that.
I thought it was just gonna be like desert and like I didn't know that much about it. But whenever we were on the flight over here, I was like, wow, that's a lot of buildings. And it was like, looked like such a huge, just one big city.
My Jewish family hosted us in their home, and just the pure joy on their faces just for having us and be able to share their home with us and share a Shabbat dinner with us and share their traditions with us and walk us through everything that they do every Friday night. It was just, that was one of the most impactful things I've ever experienced in my entire life. I was just like, are you kidding me? I mean, this is incredible. There's no other group of people on the planet that shows more love than the Jewish people, I think. I mean, it is amazing.
Really, when you think about what faith is, being sure of what you hope for and certain of what you do not see, you say, well, what's the difference? You read it in the Bible and you know. But it also says that God can do more than we ask or imagine. And we know that, but we also, part of being humans is that we get to imagine and we ask God. So when you come here, that's really what it's all about. You're now in a place where you know this is what happened in history and from the Bible. I thought about that Sea of Galilee as a fisherman. I mean, I love to fish. As we were in the boat going across that sea, I thought, this is where that went down, right here. And it was inspiring. And then they met on the bank and, you know, ate some fish with a guy who was dead, you know, and his name was Jesus, and now he's alive. So it will, you know, it produces inspiration.
Thanks again to Kulfi's Israel Collective for hosting the Robertson family, and to the Robertsons for sharing their very special Israel experience with us. My final thoughts coming up after the break. Don't move.
In spring 2019, join Holocaust survivor and historian Irving Roth on a once-in-a-lifetime remembrance tour through Poland. His story of loss, survival, and hope will bring the pages of history to life as you walk through the streets of the infamous Warsaw Ghetto, the silent barracks of Nazi death camps like the one where Irving slept at Auschwitz, and the memorials to the heroes who risked their lives to rescue their Jewish neighbors from Hitler's evil plan. You'll be inspired and challenged to put your faith into action. Jerusalem, you'll have the opportunity to interact with the local Polish Jewish community and meet with the daughter of a famous hero of the Holocaust, one of the righteous among the nations honored by the State of Israel. Take advantage of this rare opportunity to walk with and learn from Irving Roth as he takes you on a journey of his memories of life before, during, and after the Holocaust. To register for this historic trip to Poland with Kulfi and Irving Roth, go to the Kulfi website and sign up today.
And welcome back to The Watchman. We had a blast on this week's show at Machane Yehuda Market and with the Duck Dynasty cast. Now be sure to tune in next week for the conclusion of our series from Jerusalem's legendary Machane Yehuda Market. Our good friend Shuki Haidu will be back to bring us more of the sights, sounds, and tastes of this amazing place, which is the heartbeat of Jerusalem. You won't want to miss it. Psalm 147 says, "The Lord builds up Jerusalem. He gathers the outcasts of Israel." We saw that verse come to life firsthand at Machane Yehuda on this week's show. And there's much more to come next week. Until then, God bless you. And remember, never hold your peace.